This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Call it the not-so-friendly skies. Another fight breaking out on a plane. This morning, how the airline is responding.
Also, the search is on for a new FBI director. The latest on the fallout over President Trump's decision to fire James Comey. What people within the Bureau have to say. Good morning. It is Wednesday, May 10th. Thanks so much for waking up with us here on Sunrise.
You know, all this week we are about moms, but there's one dad who's causing a big old stir. I think maybe you should take notes on this.
Dad to be.
Ready?
Okay.
We're going to see why he showed up to his son's school to teach him a lesson.
How embarrassing.
Oh, he's taking a selfie just sitting there right next to his kid in class. The one promise Dad made that led to that awesome photo.
I love that the dad took a selfie because the kid's like, oh.
It's like, don't do it.
You know,
He looks like a stern
He doesn't
father,
look
too. Look at
happy.
him.
No. You better practice that face.
There you go.
Does that work?
Remind us of the due
With a
date for
grin.
your little boy.
Oh, man. It's
Coming
close.
up,
10
couple
days.
10 days.
Oh, 10
Yeah.
days.
I cannot wait to see the little one.
Wow, it's going to be
All right,
exciting.
pass along your
Are we going to do the
advice.
show live at the hospital? That'd be so
Yeah,
exciting.
we're actually going to Facebook it live. It's going to be great.
Wow.
I'm so kidding.
People do.
They do.
Beautiful day. This is the final day.
Yeah.
By the time the baby comes, it'll be raining.
You
But I can't
leave
fix
now.
that. Hey, Sky 8 is up, and look at this. It's the full flower moon right now on its way down, setting in the southwestern sky. But the moon will be rising again this evening in the 8 o'clock hour. Boy, that's beautiful stuff from Sky 8. And from that, we go to this. Another beautiful sunny morning. A little bit of a high wispy stuff in the skies right now, cirrus clouds. But we will get our full share of sun today. At the bus stop right now, 50. It'll be 54 in the 8 o'clock hour. We'll call it just an early jacket. Otherwise, wonderful spring weather. Mid-60s for lunchtime recess. Kids get out of school. They're going to be outdoors. It'll be 75 in the 3 o'clock hour. Here he is, non-dad Chris, but only for a few more days.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up the drive right now up in Clark County while I still have a little bit of sleep, right? I-5 southbound SR 500 seen here. You can see traffic still a little bunched up there. That's actually a little extra thick for this hour of a Wednesday morning drive. We had a fender bender near 4th lane. It cleared, but we're still a little plugged up there. Westbound 84 building a bit through the Gateway District, and a quick look at the sunset. This is on the east side of the Vista Ridge Tunnel. You can see traffic still flowing freely there. No major freeway issues just yet, ladies.
Chris, thank you. You are looking at the arrests of a couple men who may be connected to an armed robbery overnight. Police found them hiding inside of a care facility.
KGW's Tim Gordon is live in Southeast Portland. So, Tim, in all, 3 people are in custody because of this.
Right. There were 3 that are in custody. 1 was caught right away. The other 2 were found inside this care facility. And I just learned a little bit more about this from a worker here. This is full of people that have a lot of mobility problems, paraplegics, quadriplegics, and they get long-term care here, living here full-time. So you can imagine the issues here. These people were in their units as police searched through it, every unit, one by one, to get these people. Big disruption for the people at this care facility. But they got 2 more people out of this thing, 2 more persons of interest. You can see officers hauling one guy into a police cruiser and then another one. They found them hiding one of the units here. This started about 2:20 this morning when a person flagged down an officer out on Stark at 160th, and she'd been robbed, telling the officer that the victim of an armed robbery. Based on descriptions that person was able to give, police arrested one man, as I said, quickly, and then got information that at least one person was hiding in this care facility. Again, floor to floor and unit by unit with those units occupied. Police searched and got these 2 guys. So 3 in custody, nobody hurt, but a lot of disruption here. Police canines were on hand to be deployed if they needed them, but they did not. These 2 people surrendered peacefully. Again, persons of interest for now. And we'll find out later today if they become suspects and are charged in this armed robbery here in Southeast Portland. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Tim, thank you very much. This morning, we hope to learn more about an officer who was injured in Laurelhurst Park. This happened when while the officers were chasing some armed gang members. We're not sure how this officer got hurt, but we're told they should be okay. When this was all happening, neighbors were told to stay indoors and lock their doors. Police took 2 people into custody. They say one of them had a gun.
Today, officials at the Hanford Nuclear Reservation remain on alert. A tunnel collapsed there yesterday. It used to store radioactive waste. An investigation is underway to find out what caused this to happen. Gotti Schwartz is at the facility with the latest this morning.
Yeah, good morning, Brenda. We're here in Hanford, that's right, where crews are getting ready to use soil to fill in this tunnel collapse with soil in order to prevent any radioactive material from leaking out of it. We are told by officials that they have not detected any radiation leaks, that no one was hurt yesterday, but it was definitely a wake-up call. Now, before this partial cave-in, the tunnel where this collapse happened was supposed to be filled in, was supposed to be remediated by the year 2024, but that deadline was extended all the way to the year 2042 because the Department of Energy didn't think that this type of collapse could happen. Now there's a state lawmaker that's saying that immediate action needs to be taken. This site gets about $1 billion a year without taking into consideration these tunnels for nuclear waste cleanup. But he is saying that this is a ticking time bomb. He wants to see it cleaned up soon. You're going to hear from him coming up on the Today Show. Brenda, back to you.
Thank you, Gotti.
It is 6:06 now. President Trump plans to meet with Russia's foreign minister at the White House today. Sergei Lavrov will also sit down with Secretary of State Rex Tillerson. They'll talk about the crisis in Syria and the escalating violence in Ukraine. Lavrov is the highest-ranking Russian official to meet with the president since he took office. Today's meeting comes one day after President Trump fired FBI Director James Comey. He was in charge of an investigation into the Trump campaign's possible ties to Russia. We will have the latest on Comey's firing and the search for his replacement coming up at 6:30.
Look, that guy just jumped in. Oh my God.
Just terrifying. That new video shows the moment people rush to help a father and daughter trapped inside that sinking van. This happened Monday in Florida. Unfortunately, the rescuers didn't make it in time. Within minutes, the van went under with an 88-year-old man and his 65-year-old daughter inside. Witnesses say the van drove onto the beach, hit a bench, and then accelerated into the water. The tide carried out the van to sea. The U.S. Coast Guard searched for it after it sank. They found it more than 2 hours later.
It is 6:07 now. Safety experts are testing ways to prevent this from happening. Drivers crashing into the side of a big rig and then going underneath the trailer. Oftentimes, the injuries are deadly. Trailers usually have this traditional fiberglass deflector, but new crash tests show under-ride guards, they could make a huge difference. So this new thing is called the Angel Wing. It completely blocks the car from going under. The airbags and the seat belts would make impact survivable. Right now, big rigs are required to have under-ride guards on the back, but there are no regulations requiring them on the trailer side.
Hey, good news for parents. Today is National Clean Up Your Room Day. If only our kids would listen, right? It seems like every day there's some quirky reason to celebrate. Yesterday, for instance, was National Lost Sock Memorial Day. Wow. And then tomorrow is Eat What You Want Day. Yeah. Ever wonder where the heck these things come from? The website National Day Calendar started putting them together about 4 years ago. It takes applications from companies and organizations to add a new day to celebrate. So there are about 20,000 submissions every year, but only about 30 of those are accepted. And then if they do get on the calendar, the organization has to pay a $2,300 fee. If you're wondering, the calendar doesn't declare specific days for individuals. So for instance, you can't get your birthday on the calendar.
Interesting. Well, let's take a look at Sky 8 as we start our Wednesday morning. A gorgeous sunrise. Look at that. Rod, today is going to be just a beautiful day. I don't really want to look ahead in the forecast because it's not so great, but let's focus on today.
Well, that's okay because today is National Sky 8 Day. Hey, right there.
I like it.
Beautiful.
Unofficially.
That is the goofiest story ever, by the way.
Yeah.
And they're making money, what, $30 a pop? Some 20,000 people.
Oh,
what was it?
No, $2,300 if your submission is accepted. To actually get it to declare the day. It's not cheap.
Wow. See, that's like, why couldn't I have come up with that company, right?
You're just jealous.
Right? Craziness. It's also National Last Day for Dry Golf Day. So I want to point out, this is the last dry day to mow the grass, last dry day to get outdoors and really enjoy. I hope you can take advantage. Just grab this. Some of our coast cameras have been showing cloud cover, but here's a partly cloudy morning now emerging over at Glen Eden Beach. This is just south of Lincoln City, the hole number 10. I love this hole at Salishan Resort down there. Anyway, beautiful morning, and a reminder, it's the last dry day for outdoor fun on this Wednesday. Okay, so all this nice weather ends tonight when rain comes in, and our Mother's Day forecast. My headline, nearly a cool record. What does that mean? Here's what it means. Cool and wet day, early showers, then increasing rain. The high temperature forecast for Mother's Day right now, 59. Now, the coldest we've ever been on this coming Sunday's date for a high was 55 in 1978. So if we get enough cloud cover and rain to keep us in the 50s all day, that's about as chilly as Mother's Day can be, actually. All right, here's the change up of the weather. This is 10 o'clock tonight on Futurecast. The green would be the first wave of rain hitting the beach. I think there's at least a chance of a scattered shower popping this evening, but maybe we stay completely dry until after midnight. Here's 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. This is the main push of rain. There's a cold front coming in tomorrow morning, so it could be a fairly steady push of rain into the commute hours tomorrow. This is 8 o'clock, kind of on the back edge if the timing doesn't change of that batch of rain. And then tomorrow afternoon, here we are at 4, it's cooler, but the rain will be scattered and maybe even a sunbreak. Boy, this is gorgeous. I'll get my keister out of the way. There's the rising sun in the eastern sky, 50 degrees from the Wells Fargo camera. Everybody's starting off comfortable this morning. Most of us are in the 40s, but really few people are colder than the mid-40s. Estacada is 43. It's 46 up in Kelso this morning. And temperatures in the 40s and above freezing out east. Forecast highs today, about 60 at the beach. You folks will eventually cloud up, rain coming in this evening. 70s up and down I-5. Look at the 80s. John Day, 81. Pendleton, 80. Madras, 81. Bend, 80. Wow.
If only it would last for the next 3 months.
Let's just focus. You said you weren't going to look ahead.
I know. I get
it's hard to stick to it.
It is hard.
Focus.
Right here.
We don't do that very often, do we?
No, we don't. Thank you.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, right. What? Take us to Hillsboro.
Let's do that. We had a little road work on Cordelius Pass Road southbound, and it looks like Washington County road crews have wrapped up. That did create a little bit of local congestion on the Highway 26 west exit ramp to Cornelius Pass, but it looks like we're already clearing out. So all that time wasted talking about something that's already cleared. So I'll switch gears. Let's take you to door number 4. I believe we've got Sky 8 up and over this earlier rollover crash in the Hollywood district. No, okay, I guess we don't have that, but we do have the Banfield. 84 westbound traffic is getting a little bit busier. Incidentally, that rollover crash was just north of Sandy Boulevard, near the intersection of 25th and Oregon. That's not, if you're familiar with that area, that's near the Pepsi Bottling Company. All right, let's get you back up to the drive times here, and you can see the Clark County commute, the slowest one of the bunch so far anyway. 15 minutes to get you from Main Street south to the Fremont Bridge. Most of that congestion, as always, this time in the morning, still bottled up on the Vancouver side of the Interstate Bridge. Ladies?
All right, thank you, Chris. Shopping for Mother's Day gifts? Well, today we have 5 ideas for moms who love to cook and bake.
Well, first on the menu, zucchini noodles. This electric spiralizer will help her whip up some quick and healthy dinners. You just push a button and out come the spiral veggie noodles. There's also a recipe book included. This one costs $40 on Amazon. I just need to make a quick point. Brenda borrowed my spiralizer and has not returned it. So I'm thinking maybe you should buy yourself this for Mother's Day.
No, I think I need to buy it for you because the handle broke.
You didn't tell me this. She borrowed and broke my spiralizer.
Would you like an electronic one?
Yes,
an electric one?
Yes, I would.
Okay, we'll see. I'll keep the broken one then. Also, Mom can write her own recipe book. The company Purple Trail sells a monogram recipe journal so you can personalize it for Mom. It costs $37.
Still can't believe you didn't tell me that.
I just did it.
This is unbelievable, you guys.
Just that little plastic popped off.
Okay. Well, if Mom doesn't really have a green thumb, no problem. She can grow her own herbs with this little smart herb garden. It takes care of all the work. She just has to plug it in, fill the tank with water. The device has built-in sensors to provide the herbs with the perfect mix of water, light, and nutrients. Click and Grow sells it for $60.
And for bakers, this stand mixer will make cooking so much easier. It comes with all sorts of attachments to handle any kind of dough. People online love it. It has almost 5 stars on Amazon out of thousands of reviews, and it costs $200.
Is that not a KitchenAid one? Because those are typically pretty expensive. Seems like a good deal there. You also can't, of course, have dessert without ice cream. This ice cream maker will get mom ready for summer. It's easy to use. This one is just under $30.
I didn't really break it.
You did you or did you not?
I did.
You did. This is unreal. You handled this. I can't believe you broke the thing I lent you.
It was kind of cheap. I'm just kidding. If none of those suggestions work,